Whatever you need to be a success in life or to impact the world around you, you already possess it. It's already at your disposal. All you have to do is recognize that which you already possess, which you need to make your life a success. So in this video, that's the concept I want to explain and share with you, and I believe by the time this video finishes, then you'll be able to start using what you already have and make your life a success and impact the world around you. So let's get into it. Have you ever been in a situation where you are always thinking that there is something out there that you need in order to change your life? It's more like you are looking for someone, waiting for someone to come and change your life. If you continue to be in that position and you continue waiting or looking for something out there in order for you to change your life, you may always find an excuse to validate your current situation, to consider it legitimate because you don't have what you need to succeed. And you may look to other people, "Oh, that person has this, that person has that." But the truth of the matter is that whenever God calls you, whatever He has called you to do, He has already given you what you need to get started. You may not have the things that you want in order to do it at the scale that you would want. Maybe if it's a business, if it's a YouTube channel, whatever it is that God has called you to do, if it's a church, whatever it is, you may not have what you need and the standard that you would like it to be. But the truth, and I can guarantee you, is that you already possess what you need to get started. You already possess what you need to get started. That is one of the most important lessons that every person must learn. For example, you may be called to start a YouTube channel. You want to start a YouTube channel and build a business around that YouTube channel, but you may be thinking, I don't have proper lighting, I don't know this, I don't know how to edit videos, I don't know. You may give a lot of excuses. But my friend, if you have a phone, if you have a smartphone and you have a message, you have something, you may not even have a clear message of what you want to communicate, but you can just start recording yourself, and whatever you don't know, you figure out along the way. I heard Apostle Femi Lazarus saying that start now and polish it later. So all you have to do is to get started. But the good news, some may say, now how do I get started? I need this and this to get started. That's, in most cases, that's just an illusion. You always have what you need to get started. Whatever you need to get started is always and already within your reach and at your disposal. This is one of the most important lessons that I have come to realize in life so far. That if I want to do something, all I have to do is just get started, and whatever I need, I will figure it out along the way. But what I need to get started, I already possess. So I remember there is a story in the Bible in Exodus chapter 3 when God is calling Moses. He's calling him, and Moses is saying, I cannot go, I'm a stammerer, there's this. He's giving all these excuses. And then God said, what is it that you have in your hands? What is in your hands? And he said it's a staff, and he threw it down, it turned into a snake again, he held it by the tail, and it became a staff again. Which means God can use something that is ordinary, something that may be little, something that may seem to be nothing in your hands, and He can use that to impact and to do extraordinary things through you. I want you to get that one. God can use something that seems to be extraordinary, something that seems to be trivial to you, use that and impact many lives. All you have to do is get started and use what you have. Even in the story, there is another story in the Bible about the widow. The widow of a prophet. A prophet had died, and he left the widow and the sons in debt. The creditors, they wanted to take the sons because the money was not paid. And this widow goes to a prophet, to Elisha, and the man of God says, "What is it that you have?" The woman says that the only thing we have is the jar of oil. And she said, and the prophet told her, "Go and borrow vessels and use that oil in the jar and pour into those vessels." So all you have to do, my friend, is use what you have. In order to change your life, where you are right now, I may not know where your life is right now. You're struggling financially, or maybe it's relation-wise, everything, you don't know yourself. All you have to do is just use what you have. What is it that you can do now? What is it that you already know how to do? And use that and start from there. Everything that you need will be provided along the way. Let me tell you a simple story about my life and my journey so far in creating content. When I started doing this, I had a small phone. I had a good phone, but the screen of the phone got broken, and I didn't have money to replace the phone that I was using. So I was using a small phone, a Huawei phone. I think that was Huawei P8. And the camera wasn't that great. In fact, if you go back to my videos, especially in 2025, some of the videos in the beginning of 2025, you find that the videos were not that clear. The camera wasn't that good. But I had every excuse not to get started creating content and think, okay, I can just let me wait until I get a better phone and all those things. But I started anyway, and I got a better phone, and the phone that I'm using right now, it's not yet to that standard that I want, but I have already started and I'm doing this and I'm getting better every time. Right now, I don't even have proper lighting. I'm not even that good at editing videos. Some of the videos that I post here, I don't even edit them. But what I do is that I have started. I know I have what it takes. I have what I need to do this thing which God has called me, which is the pursuit of purpose, helping people out there discover God's purpose for their lives and inspire them to begin to pursue purpose and build their lives on the foundation of God's purpose. So that's what I'm doing. That's the reason why I'm here, and I want